What's good, YouTube? Daybreak748 coming back at you guys with yet again another Figma product review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Figma product number 366, and it is ruler Jeanne D'Arc. I don't know. I'm probably butchering her name. Now, she is from Fate Grand Order, and as you guys know, I am a huge Fate franchise fanboy, and because of that, any Figmas that come out for the Fate franchise, as long as it's nothing too ridiculous, like it's another saber, etc., I will pick it up. And as you guys can clearly see here, my goodness, this character looks freaking epic. Now, unfortunately, I don't really know too much about this character. I know she's from Fate Grand Order, but I don't know like who she is or anything of that sort. So if you guys want to leave some spoilers down below, please do so and enlighten me and let me know who she is and what she's all about, because she looks freaking badass. Now, with that said, let's take a look at the accessories, and then we'll take a look at the actual figure. So real quickly, I'm going to move her off to the side. And you know what? Because it's been some time since we've done like figure reviews on this channel, I took a break from it for some time. So let's do this because I'm sure some people are curious. So this is the Figma box. You see lots of different poses you can get this particular figure in. It showcases all the different accessories that you can get with this figure. The Figma number right here, the name right there. Right here you have an awesome picture of ruler. I'm going to just abbreviate and say ruler for now. And this is, once again, all of the ones that are coming out, I guess, at the time of this posting. It's going to say the 10th anniversary because they're celebrating their 10th anniversary, obviously. And then on this side, you have another awesome picture. So, with that said, now, with the box out of the way, let's take a look at the accessories. So you get the nice Figma stand. You get the instruction manual, which is actually quite important for this particular character because you definitely don't want to be breaking any of these pieces. Now, you might be like, Daybreak, I can't read Japanese. Well, it's okay. They got you. It is in English on the other side. So make sure you read it. Don't go and do what I do and try to shove things in where it's not where it's supposed to belong. You get the Figma Goodie Bag like you normally do. You get this one right here, this joint or this little piece that connects to the actual stand for some more dynamic poses. You get a spare little joint just in case you break a peg. They are nice enough to include that. You get the standard rack of hands, as you guys can clearly see, and most of these hands I think are reuses from the saber figure because I remember these pointing fingers, and some the holding hands obviously because she holds a sword, and then you have these nice open palm hands, and they're done very, very nicely. The paint that they use is just super shimmery, super shiny. Looks freaking awesome. Alright, so that's that. Now, on to the good stuff. Here we go. So we have a ton. So let's get the faces out of the way first. You have this one right here, which is this nice little blushing face looking off to the side. Eyes are done very, very nicely, and you have the little blush marks there. Then you have this screaming face right there. Once again, done very nicely. Then you get two different sword pieces. You get this one right here, right there, and that's for when you want to just have this figure displayed with the sword in the sheath. So you just literally plug it in, and voila, there you go. Or you could have this full extended version, and I'm just going to take a minute to appreciate the detailing on this freaking sword. I love this piece right here. That looks freaking fantastic. The paint is done so nicely. The blues, they don't the paint doesn't just kind of smudge off to like this piece right here. Everything is just literally perfect. I love it. Now, do be very careful because this is very, very sharp, and it's a very thin piece of plastic, so you can definitely snap this if you're not careful, especially the hilt. So be very careful with that. Alright, now on to this majestic flag thing. So once again, I don't know much about this particular character, unfortunately, but she has this awesome flag piece, this banner thing, done very, very nicely, and literally it really looks like a piece of cloth. As soon as I saw it in the packaging, I thought it was cloth with bendy wire, but unfortunately it isn't. It is just a solid piece of plastic, and it's actually quite heavy. So I'm very curious to see how well she will be able to hold it. I think it'll be okay, but I feel like it's gonna give some pressure onto her, I guess, wrist joint. So we'll see how that plays out. But yep, it's painted and I guess designed on both sides, and it looks spot on. Look at that. That really looks like it's just bendy wire and you can bend this, but unfortunately you can't. So there you go. Alright, up next you get, obviously if you get the flag piece, you need a pole to attach it on. So you get a lot of different pieces here. You get this bottom half, and once again, do be very careful. This is very, very sharp. You can definitely stab or do serious damage if you're not careful. If you're getting this for a kid under, I would say 10, yeah, what are you doing? Don't do it, because you could stab an eye out. You can definitely puncture skin with that. Now over here, there's a peg hole, there's a peg, and this peg is actually metal right there. So you literally just line it up and peg it in. So what the instructions manual tells you to do is it states to do the following. It says first put the hand in wherever you like. So the hand is going to go in between here. So it's not going to go down here, it's going to go in between right there, right here. So you put the hand in first, then peg this thing in, and it depends. So if you want to have the flag all nicely rolled up like this, then you utilize this, and then at the end here, you will take this other piece and just place it in. But if you want the flag piece, then you would just simply do the following. So you would take off this piece right here, and it does come off, and there's a peg right there, just to showcase. There's that peg right there. You can take that piece off, put on the actual flag piece, and then put everything else on. So with that said, now let's take a look at this gorgeous, gorgeous figure. I'm gonna move this box out of the way because I want all the spotlight to go onto this particular figure. This is an amazing figure. I love this design, and I just want to know as much as I can about this character because she looks freaking epic. I think she is my favorite design when it comes to the Fate franchise at this point in time. So with that said, let's take a look at the paint. The paint, very, very nice with this nice shimmery silver right there. Her eyes are this nice, not bright blue, but it's definitely noticeable. Her hair is done very, very nicely. The bow on the end, perfect. I love all these metallic silvers all throughout. You have the, I guess, the holster right here, and it's done in this matte black. The sheath is done perfectly, and yeah, it's just so shimmery. I love it. Now on my camera it looks like these pieces right here, it looks blue, but it's really not. It's actually this nice purple, and for some reason I think it's the lighting and my camera, it's making it seem like it is blue. It is not blue, people. So if you think it's blue, it's not. All of these pieces are all purple. Keep that in mind. So there you guys have it. It's just perfect. I love the color scheme. I love the paint job. They did a very, very nice job. Now, the one minor gripe I do have with this is this piece right here, and I can't really see another way they could have done it. It's supposed to represent chain, but the paint does look a little spotty at like certain angles, but it's so small you really can't notice it from a distance. Now, with that said, articulation, head, can fully rotate, can't really look up, unfortunately. Can look down that much, which is nice. The ponytail right here it's on a little Figma joint, so you can maneuver it and then you can move it side to side. But because of how this is sculpted, you're probably not going to get too much movement out of this piece. Now, what they did do is they put a cut right here so you can maneuver this. But if you maneuver it in a way, yeah, that just kind of looks weird. So I'm not really sure why they did that. I rather them have just left the sculpt so it looks like that. Okay, so now let's talk about the rest of the articulation. The arms can really close in like that because the shoulders are made to do so. The bicep swivel is built in right there. The Figma jointed elbows. Now, something that people are gonna gripe about, I know it, it's the black joint right there. Yeah, if they made it silver, that would have been nice, but it's fine. It works. The hands, they can fully rotate and they can pivot, but just note that this guard piece right here is going to hinder the movement going up. Actually, I take that back. It does hinder it, but because this is such a pliable material, it shouldn't be too restricting. When it comes to the upper diaphragm, yeah, that's lots of motion right there. The waist, I don't think there is a waist. Yeah, I mean there is, but it's covered by this metallic piece right here, so you're probably not going to get any motion out of that. This piece right here is made up of three pieces. This flap right here, this flap right here, and then this back piece, which is a very stiff piece, but it is hinged so you can move it out of the way. Her legs can kick out. She has the thigh swivel built in. Figma joint knees right there. The feet can go up about that far, but it's kind of hindered by this piece right here. Can go down and pivot side to side. So there you go for articulation. Now, with that said, you guys should be okay with interchanging the faces and whatnot. So what I'm going to do at this point in time is I'm going to get her, you know what, I'll do it on camera because it's been a while. I know I did it for the Yudachi Kai figure, but I'll do it again just so you guys can see what you have to do if you're new to this channel, if you're new to the whole Figma collecting. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this sword piece into the holster like that. Boom! It looks like she's has her sword in the sheath right here. Okay, now we're going to let's do this. I kind of want my ruler Jeanne D'Arc figure to sport a different face. I want her to have the yelling face. So, let me put that in, just like that. Put her hairpiece back on, so that's done. Now, we're gonna get her ready to hold that massive flag. So I'm gonna pull off the existing hand, and I hope that I do not pull off. Yes. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So there you go, pulled off that hand. I'm gonna pull off this hand as well, and hope, I did it again. You see, guys, once again, this is not something that you should be scared about. It does happen, and it's annoying, but it's easily fixable. You just literally put the peg back in to the arm, and there you go. Now, something to note. While I was pulling out the hand, be careful. This piece right here is definitely a pliable material, but I could easily see this thing snapping off. So please be careful with that. Alright, so I'm going to put her down for just a sec. I'm going to get some hands ready for her. So I'm going to put this hand right here. So there you go. You're going to hear a little click, so you'll know if it's in place or not. So there you go. That's one part done. Now we are going to take care of her other hand. And the one that I want to use is the holding hand. You guys ready? This is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this piece. I'm going to show you guys on camera. So I'm going to slide it in right here. Now, something that it's probably going to happen. There's going to be some paint smudging if you keep taking out the hand and putting on new hands. So be careful. So there you go. That's done. I'm going to put on this bottom half. Just like so. And just be careful. Take your time, guys. Don't rush it. If you rush it, you're definitely going to snap something. So be careful with that. Alright. And then I'm going to put on this piece right here. And is it a unique? No, it's just a circular piece. So I wish they made this piece also a metal peg. I would feel a little bit more comfortable. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna force it any further. So that's good enough. So this is how the flag looks, all wrapped up with the whole thing extended. This thing is freaking massive. Alright, so now on to putting this on our hand, and that was simple. Okay, so I'm gonna have her stand like this. Let's have her ponytail swing out this way, make her look off to the side. I'm gonna have her hand reaching out, and I'm gonna have her legs spread like she's in a dynamic pose. There you go. And then I'm gonna do this a little later, but just to showcase what I'm trying to do, I'm just gonna have the peg or the stand holding her up, just like so. Alright, so there you guys have it. I'm holding her because she's definitely gonna topple over, but there you guys have it. Guys, wow, if you guys are a Figma fan, if you guys are a Fate fan, this is a must get. I mean, holy cow, I was not expecting this much fun factor. I wasn't expecting how awesome this figure would look, but look at this. She looks freaking badass. I love how she looks. Now, once again, my camera is not doing this figure any justice when it comes to the colors. The colors, it's all purple that you see, but for some reason, the lighting and whatnot, it's making her look more blue. So that's that. Alright guys, with that said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to stop by and watch this video. If you like what you saw, please leave a thumbs up. If you have any questions, concerns, etc., leave in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And with that said, this is Daybreak 748 and I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.